This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking to throw, it's Morton. Here comes the heat. Catch in the middle, it's Eakin.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Wants to throw on 1st down. Under fire. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Quickly out to the tight end. Made a defender miss. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be...
Touchdown, Red Raider! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And I think that pass play was simply designed just to get him the football in space and let him do the rest. Obviously, they're not throwing that into the end zone, but they feel like they've got guys, especially at the running back position, that if you just give them an opportunity, they can make people miss and score like he did right there.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. They want to go for back-to-back scores. They're lining up for the onside kick.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Auburn to the line in a hurry. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Looking to throw, it's Morton. Makes the grab, it's Virgil.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And the Red Raiders with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Trying play action. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Got it in the middle, it's Virgil. Breaks into the open. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. Huge play, puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. On the option, he'll pitch it. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward. And
touchdown, Red Raiders! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
And this offense right now, they're doing some damage through the air. That's now their second passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. They already have the lead, and they're trying to build it here in the first quarter with an onside kick.
man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
They go to the ground.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Shoots it to the left. He's got it. There he goes. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Back to pass, it's Knight. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Looking left. Pulls it in. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Everybody loves those trick plays, man, those misdirections. But the problem is when you stay home and you play the play really disciplined and sound like this defense does, you knock it dead. And a lot of times for a loss and put the offense in a bind.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the catch it right into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to throw, it's Morton. Fires to the middle. Finds a man on the left. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down. grab behind the line. It's Virgil. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Douglas. They get it down to the 35 before he's stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down.
I just love the job this offensive line is doing in this game, communicating pre-snap. They know where the pass rush is coming from, and they're working their single and double teams and not giving up any ground. Just look how clean that pocket was for the quarterback to throw from.
At the 20, he's got space. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Red Raiders. A great catch and run for 6.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. They already have the lead, and they apparently want more here in the first half, going for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
On the run, it's Cobb. Turning it on! He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Auburn lines up quickly. They'll give it to him again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
And they can't make the connection. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Knight. Fires left. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. The Tigers with the 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Auburn!
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion.
And it's more common to throw for the 2-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot, you can tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice 2-point conversion.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Virgil. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And that's not a surprise for this offense, man. They continue to find him. He's made those big plays. He's put some touchdowns on the board. He's been the big play guy in this offense. And I don't think I'd stop it. We're still getting started in this football game, and they're going to see more of those deep shots.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Back to throw. It's Morton. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
To the air on 1st down. Now improvising. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Here's a heat. He'll get rid of it. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
This offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but 3rd down in the red zone when the field starts to shrink, they really struggle to try to find a play to get someone open.
On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Moves around to clear up the vision. Time to take a shot. Laundry down on the field as the pass is incomplete, but let's see what the penalty is. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defensive line stands on the result of the play. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. So much for the idea of halftime settling down this crowd. They are ready to roll in the second half. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the 3rd. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
To the air, it's Morton. Throwing right. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, the next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. The Red Raiders will line it up on 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Sticky. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
Going for the goal line. Touchdown, Red Raiders. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Nice catch for the two-point conversion.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Running back searching for a hole. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Tigers are in the hurry-up. They'll ride the hot hand. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Up-tempo for the offense. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Back to pass, it's Knight. Grabbed in the middle, it's Alston. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes, but 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
On 4th down, looking to pass. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
Makes the catch. It's Douglas. Breaks into the open. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Virgil. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Just keeps swinging it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. Right on the money. Touchdown, Red Raiders. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. no shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Going to try to get it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Nice job by the QB sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Got his man downfield. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this
touchdown, Red Raiders! And the punishment has been extended.